Okay, so here we actually have one of the best releases of 2024. I know I spoke about Hugo Boss The Scent Elixir. I spoke about a number of other fragrances, even Invictus Parfum by Paco Rabanne. This is vanilla, rum, bergamot, and patchouli. This is Habit Rouge Parfum by Guerlain. This stuff is good. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a little while, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on the brand new Habit Rouge or Habit Rouge by Guerlain, I'll tell you about the notes, performance, longevity, comparisons. The perfumer is Delphine Jelk. She did a fantastic job with this one. But before I start the video, I want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content, and of course, if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. It would really mean a lot to me. So I never owned the original Habit Rouge. I've tried it before on many occasions and I always hear such high praise being sung for it, but I never actually owned a bottle of it myself. Here we have the Parfum version, and I think they also came out with Le Medial Parfum. They came out with Vetiver Parfum, so I'm not crazy about Vetiver, even though I think it's very classy and distinguished. It's just I'm not a huge fan of the note in and of itself, but I am excited for Le Medial Parfum. And of course, my friend Chris was kind enough to let me borrow his bottle, so I'm gonna link his channel down below. Definitely make sure to give him a sub. He's a great guy. So here we have a fragrance that is boozy, sweet, vanillic, earthy, patchouli. The patchouli is warm in the dry down. There's some ambery tendencies. There's a touch of spice in the opening, but it also carries with it this bright component that I really enjoy. In any case, I'm going to break down the smell to the best of my ability in just a little bit. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this fragrance, you are going to get this beautiful complexity. You're going to get the rum. It's spicy, it's earthy. It has this, I don't want to say old world feel, but it has this classy feel about it without smelling antique or dated. It just smells so refined and elegant, and it smells like a really sophisticated gentleman. I mean, that's honestly the best way that I can describe it. The rum is not too spicy. The vanilla is not too sweet. All of these elements are not aggressive or overbearing in any way. I love that there's such a really nice balance of all of these things happening in here. And yeah, the vanilla is nice and warm. It has some warm tendencies as opposed to some gourmand tendencies. I know sometimes if vanilla is a little bit too strong, it could be cloying or too sickeningly sweet or toothache inducing, as some people say. That's not what's happening in here. The spice of the rum is definitely giving that vanilla personality, and it's almost like, wow, there's something really rich, really intoxicating about this fragrance. The bergamot is quite lively in the opening, but it's not super strong, and it is quite short-lived. And then of course you also have this warmth, almost chocolatey patchouli in the dry down. So you have that duality between a chocolatey patchouli, the likes of Noir de Noir by Tom Ford, but then you're also going to get this vanilla that is kind of creating this dichotomy as far as the sweetness is concerned, but it's such a beautiful blend. This fragrance is amazing. And yes, it does kind of come across as a stronger version of the original. So if I had to make a comparison to the original, I would say this one is a bit stronger, a bit warmer. And of course, with a Parfum designation, that's kind of what you would expect from this fragrance. I love this stuff. Chris, you're in trouble because now I've tasted the forbidden fruit. Now I want to get myself a bottle, and I will, because this stuff is just amazing. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I mean, it is a flanker and it does smell quite similar to the original. It goes in a darker, spicier direction. The patchouli, I think, creates that commonality between the original and this one, but this one is a true flanker in the sense that it doesn't deviate too strongly from the original DNA. Longevity, 8 to 9 hours on skin, very good longevity. And look how dark the liquid is in this bottle. I mean, that's, I didn't even have to turn it around. The label is so small. Long lasting projection was very good for the first hour of application. It radiated at an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7, a skin scent right around hour 9 or something like that, depending on your skin chemistry, of course. Versatility on this one, masculine leaning, great for dressed up scenarios, better for the colder weather, I would say, or a cool evening. And I think this might appeal to somebody who's perhaps a little bit older. Presentation, beautiful. Of course, Guerlain has changed their presentations a few times. The old vetiver bottle was, you know, with the alternating clear glass and frosted glass. That was really classy. And then it was the elongated bottle, and now it's the more square bottle. But nevertheless, I think these look good, and I hope Guerlain doesn't change it again. My final verdict on this fragrance is one of the best fragrances released in 2024. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'll probably end up buying myself a bottle of this one, and I also really want to check out Rouge Parfum. I haven't tried that one yet, but I'm hearing good things. Thank you for watching. I hope you took something of value from today's episode. If you did, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.